Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Clip It podcast, episode 26. How are we all doing today? You were massive last time. Yeah, this was the. This. We did this not last. Yeah, we missed out last week, so yeah, I can't say that now. You were like this 2 weeks ago. I don't forget. I don't forgive you. I don't blame you for forgetting. Yeah, anything past last Tuesday, I forget, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's good to see you too. T, finally, we've got someone else with a webcam. It's good to see you, quite literally. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. No. We need that for the secret project that we were working on, but kind of just grinded to a halt. I think that would be a really fun idea, actually. I'm pretty sure you may have said that to him. Oh, yes, a Desert Bus podcast, which would be absolutely banterous. Not gonna lie. But yes, no, it's good to see you too, as always. We've got a few subjects we wanted to talk about today. All gaming related as always, but I think, I wanted to start this one off because it's fresh in our heads. Um, and that is Enlisted, because I know you wanted to talk about it, Delicious. And you two were playing it today, and we streamed it for 6 hours yesterday. I thought, why not talk about it? Because it's fresh in our heads right now, and it's one of those games that I'm seeing a lot of mixed opinions on recently, and I mean a lot of mixed opinions. Not bad, but just it's weird to see. I personally, when I first saw the game, I was kind of fed up with it because I was just like, oh, another World War II game. It's not like there's 16 of those already out and doing a better. Um, but putting actual hours into it, I'm actually seeing some good things about it. It's definitely doing some stuff that no other game has done like it. But no, I'd like to hear you two. What do you want to say on the subject? Why should I go first? Well, I asked you before the podcast, would you like to talk about anything? And you said,
My god, it does it shittily though. The AI are suicidal, make no sense, don't do what you tell them, and actively get in the way. Oh, or they'll just 180 no scope because AI, because they can see through bushes as well. Again, it's AI, and it's not been implemented.
you know what? I can't say no to any of that.
No,
I
you
haven't
can't.
had as bad of a situation with the um AI,
Ugh.
but I can
Yeah.
definitely understand where you're coming from. It isn't the most enjoyable at times. Like
No.
I'm glad. Like I don't know how I feel about them putting the lone wolf mode behind a level, because
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah. Again,
Uh,
yeah. Carry on,
There's
sorry.
also the issue of, and it seems to be fair. I've still not figured out what triggers the kill cam to go to like look at the person who killed you. I've not figured that out. But when it does, if you're say you're in like a few buildings or in a small town skirmishing, or even if you're sniping, that's your position ruined, and you're now up against someone who potentially is 4 or 5 more people behind them, who they can take over like at any point in any order and rush you with.
Mm.
I don't know. I think they should remove the kill cam element, Possibly, unless you're the last person alive in the squad, possibly altogether.
It certainly makes sort of all the different characters you have far more disposable. And I think that's something that I have noticed. I certainly don't have as bad of experience as you do, per se.
Yeah.
But I think that your squad seem far too disposable. You know, anyone in your squad who is not exactly you
hmm
is dead before you even get into the heat of combat.
Yeah.
It is just, and I said it about 10 times playing it both on my stream and this morning when I was playing with Delicious. It's just lambs for the slaughter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're practically pointless to an extent. I've heard that although I'm not going to comment too much on this because I've not got experience with it. Apparently, when they're at max level, the 180 no scoping becomes insane, where they'll like literally just flick almost every time someone comes into view or like possible line of sight. Obviously, we've not experienced that, luckily, but there have been a few occasions, and I can see it getting worse with levels.
Yeah, no, I would agree on that. It happened a little bit in the stream I did yesterday, where I'd be behind, well, not the no scope, the 360 no scopes, but like I'll be behind like a bush or on the Invasion of Normandy map in particular. There's a valley
Oh
when
my
push up a bit more, and you can hide on the edges, which some people find that annoying, some people like that idea, but the problem is when you're playing against AI, they have the ability to find you and see you. They don't have the greatest shots, luckily, at low level. And I imagine that's going to be an absolute pain in the ass at higher levels if that is true. But the biggest problem with it is just the fact that it gives your position away. And if they do get an accurate shot, well, sod you, you flanked successfully against all the players. But no, the AI can find you and take you out in seconds. It is annoying, but it's one of those things I can understand. When you were saying on the podcast, it's hard to program because you have to. There is a limit. You can't say, okay, you can see them through all foliage. You can't say that you can't see them through all like no foliage. It's one of those hard ones. And it comes with balance in a game. At the moment, from my experience from the alpha, the beta definitely feels a lot more grindy, which I hope isn't going to be how the game intends to run when it fully comes out.
I think it will be, and I think that's going to be another problem. Like, we yesterday went up against like enemies who were a few levels above us, which we didn't know was possible because everyone, for the most part, is low level. But it meant we were going up against a stronger tank that was much harder to deal with. But I feel it's just going to be the Heroes and Generals problem, where it was fun for a while. I stopped playing Heroes and Generals. I come back to it, I think it was a few years later, and you just get clubbed by people who are top level and therefore have access to better equipment. And the problem is in, pardon me, in Enlisted, you can just buy it as well. You can just buy your way to the top, and it's equipment you physically can't work against in some scenarios. I understand it's very hard to balance this sort of thing, and it is free to play, so there is going to be some sort of grind aspect. But I think something needs to be done.
Because later on, I believe level 20. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Alumbo, which if you don't know is a very heavily armored Sherman, and if they're using War Thunder mechanics, which from the most part I think they are, nothing can rival that unless it's the axis equal. So if there's one high ranking player who has this jumbo, I said it earlier, lambs for the slaughter. That's what it will be.
And I think Delicious kept bringing up a good point yesterday in the stream, that from a really low level, from a really low level, I don't know when you unlock anti-tank weapons, but all you have as
I think
inventory
it's
for the most
like
part.
level 8, so it's not insignificant. Insignificant, pardon me.
But yeah, from a very until level 8, which is very hard to get to. Like let's just say it's level 20 is it's like almost like I want to say like 500,000 XP or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I'm level 4, I think.
Yeah,
Currently, we were
same.
playing for what, level 3 or 4? Or it might be 3. I can't remember.
I'm level 4 because I've unlocked planes and I'm
Oh,
about
okay,
halfway
so I'm
through.
early level 4.
Yeah,
Like I'm just level 4, and we
and
put many hours in all at once.
you don't have anything to take out tanks apart from dynamite, which is
It's rather
questionable in itself.
ineffective.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could. It's one of those. Yeah,
An idea that me and T were saying was if you are next to a tank for long enough, like it should be like one of those hold down T prompts. You should be able to like sabotage the tank to like I don't know, like take off its tracks or something, or I don't know, to damage the engine, just to give you something to do. Because otherwise, as general infantry, there's nothing you can do against a tank unless there happens to be someone with explosives around or another tank nearby.
Hey, Gaijin, if you're watching this, send one of us an email.
Yeah, preferably me.
actually, talking about guys, and just before the podcast, when you went off to get a beverage, I was just curious what the partnership criteria for War Thunder was to be a War Thunder partner, sorry, and it was surprisingly low in my opinion, especially for a streamer, because you have to average 20 viewers, or average 1,000 views on a video on YouTube, which I just thought was ridiculously low. I wonder if there's tiers to their partnership.
There is. It scales up with your
Ooh.
popularity.
Okay.
So,
Got
for
that, he's
instance,
straight
someone like I have researched this extensively, just because
in.
I built my early Twitch channel off War Thunder, so But it does scale up. So when you just get entered, it won't really benefit you an awful lot. But someone, I don't know, Fly Daily, who no one that plays War Thunder without knowing who that is.
Yeah.
He must make a fortune from it.
Oh, it's not even making a fortune off it. If you just watch his videos, how many golden lions does he have? He probably has like the same amount of golden lions. Like his golden lions account.
You're combining both the premium and non-premium currency into one.
His golden eagles. His golden eagles account could probably like cure Greece's debt. Like he has like 500,000 golden eagles, which is like
and
stupid amounts.
Not to mention across 4, 5 odd accounts as well.
Like obviously he gets them from War Thunder, so he can make these videos on new tanks or the premiums. But I'd feel like that's still an excessive amount. Like no one player needs 500,000 golden eagles.
Yeah, but would you say no?
No. But like, why do they give him so many?
Just did.
Okay, so I don't know. We'll give you 1 golden lion for every 10 views.
I'm not the only one.
Views. So it will just be,
Yeah.
If he earns his equivalent to 1,000,000 golden lions, golden eagles, they will just give it to him. The amount of popularity just Fly Daily brings to War Thunder is insane.
Yeah. No, 100% agree on that. It's one of those. It's like thinking about it. We've had this discussion many times before. Is when you're streaming or making content in general, you can make it a better audience playing one game. And actually, I've got a great example of this. You can make a big audience playing one game. For example, War Thunder. But as soon as you try and go on different games, even if it's a game made by that same company or same publisher, you may lose followers or you may not have as much of a grasp on your community for that. And so that's one thing I would love to main War Thunder on streams. I do enjoy it at times. There are days where I'm just a bit fed up with it, but I would love to, maybe make that an aim to become a War Thunder partner, because then, you're working towards something and you're going to have different goals and different insights on it. Which, something I may look into, because, for a while I've wanted to become a War Thunder partner from about a year ago, but I've always just done variety streaming, because it just feels like you're more free. But my great example of this is a small content creator that T is very much aware of, the Farmer Express.
Oh,
Lovely
perfect
guy.
example. Yeah.
He streams War Thunder, and he's been growing. He's grown since I've met him, since your stream, your 24-hour stream, if I'm
Mm.
not wrong. He had 300 followers when I saw him. He was around the
Oh
same
yeah.
size as me, and he's currently at 522 or something like that. He averages like 20 viewers a stream playing War Thunder. He is
Yeah.
currently streaming enlisted because of drops and maybe someone suggested it, and he's
5.
currently averaging like 5.
Yeah.
So
See, I sort of did what he did to a smaller extent. I mained War Thunder up until the point where I got affiliate, and then branched out, just because, of course, it got steady
Oh.
results. And he's come to me several times and said, "Hey, look, I get 20 odd 20 odd viewers, but the second, he plays a lot of Phasmophobia.
yeah,
When I play Phasmophobia, no one watches.
Yeah.
And I think and he also does something which I have done occasionally, but he promotes himself a lot in games,
Oh.
which gives you
yeah.
numbers. Now, I can't, I have done this several times. I can't criticize it much, but it will get you followers and it will get you temporary views, but it will not, they will never be as loyal as someone who has, found your channel the proper way, and has stuck around for a little bit.
It's one of those hard ones where personally I would say it's definitely a meme in my community. Playing games with you guys, spamming my link or spamming your links in chat. I don't mind it. And it's something I wouldn't. I do on Reddit on posts, and I help people stream, but I also promote my own stuff. If it's allowed. But it's one of those complicated ones where the initial idea seems like a scummy thing, or some people might see it as a scummy thing. And you are right. You doing it. Let's say you play a game of War Thunder. Someone might come in and watch your stream for 5 minutes and then go away. I've had it a couple times. I'm, perfectly
exactly.
fine. You still meet wonderful people. You still meet people in general. But the idea of that is it gets your numbers up, but you're also more likely to meet that one person who is then going to share it on to his friends or his community. And like, I don't know how you met the farmer, but like it's that whole idea of finding people and then potentially making friends with them, networking. It's a huge part of streaming and content creation in general, is networking, meeting people, and growing with them, or helping them grow, or them helping you. It's always about doing favors for each other. And it's one of those things where I wouldn't spam my link in a chat, but if someone, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the game, I've had it on most, but I will play games, and occasionally, because my name is just one of those names where people are like, oh, he's a streamer, people are like, are you streaming? At that point, I will say, no, but check me out, or I don't know, no, not right now. And I've made some good friends, actually, because of my name. It's Maxim, who I haven't played with a while, but he's still doing well, and I'm wishing him all the best. I met him just playing COD. He was like, oh, you a streamer because of my name? And I was like, yeah. And then he added me, and I spoke to him since, and he's a lovely lad, and he's doing well on Twitch as well. So it's one of those weird ones where I suppose it's just personal preference. I would say, going into a War Thunder game and promoting yourself in every game is kind of just not the right thing to do. But if people recognize you, or people say something, or if, for example, someone else is promoting, why not put your own name out there? There's no other way of doing it. Unfortunately, Twitch, YouTube, and other social medias just don't have that sort of discoverability, unlike you just going out there and saying your name. It's a hard one. But yeah, Farmer's a great example. He's got a huge community when it comes to War Thunder, but the moment he touches any other game, he just has those people who are there to watch, I guess, him. I don't know. Again, I haven't watched the man long enough to know what his content's like. Again, I don't know how you met him, and I don't know if you wanted to talk about that, because I'm actually kind of interested to know how you met him.
So shortly after I met you and your community, did a couple streams, I sort of wanted to when we first met, we were the same size, but he had been streaming half the time.
Okay.
I started beginning of December. My
Hmm.
reasons for streaming are sort of private. If you want to know, I don't mind telling. And I think he started at the end of February.
Okay.
So he had done in, I think, maybe 3 odd weeks what I had done in a couple months.
Hmm.
And at the time, I thought, and then I found out that he does, all this in-game promotion. And it sort of started to make sense. And I did it a couple times, and I was quite arrogant in the respect that I said, well, you don't have to check out my stream if I tell you, oh, just a heads up, you don't have to check it out. But if you do, hey, you might like it. Yeah, and I found out that, don't get me wrong, that I've had several people come to my channel who still several weeks later will pop in, say hi, but I don't know whether it's worth it because of just the stigma of how, as you said earlier, how scummy other people in the lobby who don't have an interest in Twitch or watching people, how scummy those people see it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm probably gonna like. Again, I'm not gonna go into every lobby and say, "Check me out, I'm the greatest streamer of all time." But
Yeah.
if someone says something, recognizes someone or whatnot, it's not a bad idea in my opinion. You are gonna get like again, using Farmer as an example, he doesn't have a core fan base that watch him for everything, or at least he doesn't have a big core. If you compare it to his actual community, like he's got 500 followers, he averages about 20 views when he plays War Thunder.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any he doesn't have any donations. I don't know how many subs he's on. Like follow is one of the numbers, but it's not an important number on Twitch at all. When you're growing, it can be a very successful and good number for you to see, okay, this is working well, this isn't. But like in my opinion, obviously I don't know his stats, but the most important numbers on Twitch are unique viewers. Because if you can gradually get that up, then naturally your follower your follower number's gonna go up. And then obviously when you're getting past 10,000 followers, or not even 10,000, maybe like now that I've seen other streamers, maybe you're getting like past the 5,000 followers. The more important number there is then your subscription number, because like I've seen people on here, and this is taking me by surprise. A lot of small communities, they average a couple like 100 viewers maybe. And they're like, well, actually, to be honest, there's a small community I watch. This is Ellis, lovely guy. He has 1.3k followers, and at one point he was averaging 200 subscribers, which is an insane percentage from followers. But at the moment, he's still averaging like 100, and that's pretty good, Like, not from the money side, but from just the growth side, Like, if you could have a great example, if you're going to go to the extremes, is look at Tim the Tatman. He has like 1 million followers. No, he doesn't. He has like 500,000 followers. But he averages like a good 5 to 10k subs, which is low for his tier of money. It's good, but it's a low for his tier of streaming, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, compared to what I'm rocking right now. I mean, okay, so I'll give you an example. I have 132 followers, okay, and I have 10 subs as of right now. That's 1 in 13 people, which I consider astronomically high.
Yeah.
So
if we're going like off channel growth, I must say, I was going to say this earlier when you were saying about how that guy had grown.
Bottom left, yeah.
Even compared to tactical, I'd say recently you've had an acceleration that's surpassed tactical's growth. From what I've seen, like with your especially like follower count and viewer numbers.
You said tactical twice, didn't you?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, no.
I was referring to you.
Okay, yeah, no. The thing is, I don't know if I said this in my last podcast or not, but I never expected to. I may have. Do stop me if I did. But when this is going back to when we were in secondary school, when we were like a good year into being mates. You were making content, and I was genuinely jealous that you had hit 200 subscribers, and I'd
Oh,
never
man.
expected to get to that number, let alone more, especially on my YouTube. Didn't help I made 6 different accounts, but look, it was one of those things where I was even 200 subscribers, I just never expected that, and I was jealous. But that's one thing that's really not hit me, but taught me, is that I would prefer to network with you, and if you had 1,000 subscribers, I would be jealous. You're doing well, but at the same time, I would want you to grow because you're a good friend of mine.
Oh, you soppy git.
But no, it's in that sense of
I'm in it to destroy you, Rory.
yeah,
Hasn't uploaded in how long?
Yeah.
it's what but
Also-
theoretically, if you
I'm
were
giving you
making
a
content,
chance.
if you were to get more subscribers, I would not defriend you. I don't see the point of that. I don't see people. I don't understand.
Thanks.
I don't understand why people would. Like, that's happened, and it genuinely annoys me.
But how am I meant to
No,
react to
I'm
that, T?
going through that exact thing at the moment.
Wait,
By
what
the
did I
way,
say? Because you took a lot more offense than I expected.
that you wouldn't
I
friend it.
wouldn't unfriend you if you got big. Like,
Oh.
what the fuck? Or if I got big, what the fuck?
God,
All right.
Actually,
That's
I
the
would.
honest.
You know what? You know how you reacted? I'm going to unfriend you as soon as you hit 300 followers.
I think I might unfriend you right now. What the
No, the
Oh, man.
podcast.
Just a heads up. DJ is in the chat, who is like farmers number one man. Just so I
Oh,
let you know,
yo.
in case you wanna.
Oh, so now's the time to rat on.
Funny thing is
farmer.
though, that exact thing has happened to me. Your little rivalry. You know,
Okay.
I
Have
had
a
a friend.
rivalry?
Well, I say rivalry. Your
You-
growth. You know, I have
He's
a
got
friend-
everything I don't. He's tall. He's got a girlfriend. He's got an active community.
We
Like, he's
all.
rocking it.
You don't help yourself though, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. No, and I don't intend to.
You know, I have a friend who's been streaming for years. Okay, on and off.
Yeah.
He does sort of Resident Evil and all those sort of games, and he's got around 20, 30 followers,
Okay.
and they're all. Let's just say he was a bit of a meme in school.
Right.
Okay, no one took him seriously. You could call him a nutcase, but he's a good friend.
Okay, that's beautiful.
But yeah, and then I gained in like 2 weeks what he'd done in the past couple years, to the point where he full on stopped streaming. He doesn't stream anymore. He
Oh.
pretty much gave up. And
Ooh.
I tried to say to him, "Hey, look, I didn't do this deliberately. Loads of good friends of mine have started streaming just because they've seen what I have done in a couple months. And some of them have had success, some of them had none. But I think the main thing is just dedication. I know someone who they spent days and days working on this fancy overlay and all that jazz, and then just didn't stream because they did one stream and I think only one person showed up.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
And it is hard starting off.
Yeah.
no,
Even
definitely.
sometimes today, I know certainly myself and Tactical, we do have the occasional stream that is quiet, and they are hard. But eventually you'll get to the point where you will have no quiet streams.
It's one of those.
And you will miss them.
It's one of those. That's true. Like I had this conversation with friends. I'll come back to that in a moment. But like what I was originally going to say was it's. So 2 things. One thing I learned in a business class I took not too long ago. A couple business classes I took is as weird as it sounds, as bad as it sounds. You need to understand. In a business standpoint, but can be for YouTube and content creation or just as a job, you need to know when to stop, because like as hard as it is, your friend streaming for years and years, I don't know if he wasn't streaming long enough or the content just wasn't
But it was
wasn't
sort
there.
of. I feel like it appealed to such a niche.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about anyone watching or anyone who listens to this on Spotify or wherever you put it. I don't know how many people are interested in, Resident Evil 2 speed runs from a decade ago.
If you're doing niche stuff like that, that's when advertisement does become quite an important thing, because Twitch just doesn't have that discoverability for small communities, especially. So
And
going on to Reddit, Twitter, Tumblr, if you use that, and finding communities that, because these niche communities are small communities and a lot of people know each other in them, and if you make friends and
yeah,
network with these people, you're then gonna start seeing a bit of growth if that's what you're looking for. Sometimes you might just do it to learn a thing or two. So oh, very nice. It's very hard to say. It's always contextual. You could say that someone like, let's say, a streamer who's the same sort of size as you, 130, 50 followers. They're not aiming to grow their channel. They don't want followers. They just want to stream to show people how to like the hardest thing about this is, if you're trying to stream to do something that you enjoy, most likely you are going to grow as a community because that's what people enjoy. I think the problem comes when you're trying to grow a channel. That's when it seems like, because when you see growth, this is what I was going to say actually. When you see growth and then that growth stops, that is the hardest thing for you to get over, because you're used to seeing that number go up. And that's one of the most annoying things I've learned is, and this really affected me back when I was doing solo streams, is, I might have streams where I've got 4 or 5 people in the chat and then the next day nobody. And that was the hardest part about streaming. I would normally end those an hour, 2 hours early because I just didn't see growth. And then a week later it would hit me even harder that I had no followers that week. And that's when it becomes hard. So trying to cut yourself away from the actual growth of your channel is good to a point, because you still want to understand what's working and what's not. If you just completely cut yourself out, then you're never going to grow as a channel, never going to grow as a person. It's always easier to learn from mistakes than to just ignore them. So
no one goes into streaming to say, you know what, I'm happy with the 100 followers. You'll always want that extra subscriber. You'll always want those couple extra viewers. No one wants to just say, well, you know what, I'm happy with everything I've got right now. I wish it would never go up.
yeah,
You're not a good streamer, really, in my opinion, if you
know,
don't push to be bigger.
I don't know if this is the right way to talk about it, but I'm genuinely curious to see what and obviously stop me if you would rather not. It's not public, it's not personal or anything. I'm just curious. But would it be a good idea to see what DJ thinks of our opinions on the fact that, it is amazing to see how much Farmer has grown, especially in his War Thunder. But the fact that he is a War Thunder streamer, the fact that he's playing Enlisted now, and when he played Phasmophobia, he had, I would say, like a good 20% of his viewership watching him at the time. I don't know if that's because he's streaming on a different day than normal, or if he's streaming slightly later, or if it is because of the game. I would like to see what DJ says to that.
Impressive. He doesn't have a schedule either. He streams when he wants.
Yeah, there are streamers like that. And it's, you don't need a schedule. It definitely helps. It helps me. The reason I have a schedule, just because I live my life by a schedule. I try and plan everything out day to day, just to try and help myself. But streaming, I think, with a schedule definitely is good, because if you look at it from the top tier standards, it is a job, and working your job to a schedule is so much more convenient for one, you, and two, your client, that it just makes sense. Why wouldn't you? But again, it depends on your it depends on if you build up a channel. And this is what I would say to Ash, who streams occasionally. And I've spoken to many people. People used to ask me all the time, how do you become a streamer? How do you become a good streamer? I don't know why they ask me, but they ask me how do you become a good streamer or not, and I say go for a schedule if you can, because it can definitely help when you're smaller. But if you don't want a schedule, and this goes for the same as if you want to be a variety streamer, make a community out of that. Don't make a community out of a schedule, telling your community you're going to be live here, here, and here when you don't have a schedule. Don't promise someone something you don't have or can't abide to. I would say, because Ash had an inconsistent work schedule at the time, I'll just tell him, if you want to build a community off playing DD and randomly, do that. Make friends, network, and let your community know, you're going to go live roughly on these days potentially, or if not, just let them know that you're going to go live when you want to, and then they're more likely to then be the people that have notifications on or to check back on your socials, because there are viewers out there who are just following Tim the Tapman and know when he goes live, so they will be on his channel at that time or around a time that fits them, because they know he's live, because he has a schedule. That's how he built his community. Another thing that I think a lot of people really do get communicated with and are confused about. A lot of these big streamers, I'm just naming these ones off because I see them: Anomaly, Tim the Tapman, Summit, Ninja. They've been all streaming consistently for 3 to 4 years without no stop. And it was just pure grind and a little bit of luck, the reason they're that big these days. It's really hard to say, this is what makes you a perfect streamer, this is what makes you a successful streamer, this is what makes you a successful YouTuber. It's luck, context, and you as a person. How much effort are you willing to put into it, really? So
yeah, I think that's accurate. I can definitely for YouTube, I can definitely say on a smaller level, not that you should, I don't think, set out with the goal of being massive. You should definitely do it for yourself. Clickbait titles and joke giveaways seem to work from my experience.
Yeah.
That was good old CS:GO video, that one.
I mean, that applies to Twitch as well. All you got to do, give away in the title, I'm giving away for £5 on Steam.
Oh, hell yeah.
Join my Discord as well for the react to this. People do it.
So I just wanted to answer DJ's question quickly on why do I watch big streamers, and the answer to that is I don't. The honest answer is I don't watch many streamers. The ones I do, like T, like Farm on occasion. There's ones like Sue, what's her name, Jiggly Death. These are new ones I've met recently or found. But the way that when I do watch them, I tend to just lurk and watch them. If I want to talk to them, if I'm in the mood to network, I will go out and talk to smaller streamers, see what they're doing, see how they stream, and just have a general conversation with them. Because as you mentioned earlier, you can make better relations or connect with smaller streamers a lot easier than you can with big streamers, just because chat isn't going past 6 kilometers a second. But honestly, I don't watch much when it comes to streaming because I just don't normally have myself that much time. When I said when I would network, I would have to put that time aside to do it, because I'm normally just either working on my own stuff, making videos, or playing games with people. Honestly, it's weird. I never expected to really schedule myself this much, but I like to be busy constantly doing something. So
back to DJ's point about being personal, I've got I think we both got a good sized community. Yours more than mine. But if someone joins 1 week and I don't see them for a week and they join back, I go, oh, what you I remember people, and I think I want to try and maintain that as much as I can. With the rate I'm growing and the rate you're growing as well, you remember the people you start off with.
yeah,
And I want to try and keep that, personal touch going as long as possible. But I know for a fact that one day, if I keep doing this into the far future, one day it will lose that personal touch just because of the sheer volume of people.
I suppose it depends on
Um,
how you do it, I guess.
well, I don't know about you, but if I've got several hundred people joining every day, I can't remember each one of them.
Oh no, sorry, but that's what I mean is you were talking about how, you remember that person that came in 2 weeks ago and they came back and said hi.
Yeah.
You will
Oh,
remember that person, especially if they're like I'm never gonna forget it. If I was to get big, I'll never forget Helheim, or Blitz, or like the originals who are in the current Discord right now.
yeah.
And like if I was to start growing and I notice it, I would probably get to the point where I will make a special channel or role where they are remembered as the originals. Because
The OGs,
because
yeah.
the problem is, as you said, when you got 700 new people coming in every week, no, you're not going to remember certain people, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. In my eyes, if I was to become someone who
Oh,
has an average of 100 viewers, I will still try and get my best to remember certain names and to read as many messages as you possibly can. Which is, it's one of those really annoying ones. Well, it's not annoying. It's just like it's hard. I posted a post on Reddit today. There's loads of Reddit. There's loads of subreddits for Twitch streamers, especially small ones. And one of them, the one I'm in, loads of people post up like their stream stats from their recent stream, if they had a successful one or a good one. And I put one in when I got raided on Thursday. Was that when when we were raiding, when I got raided playing DCS World.
that was
And
insane.
that was something, it was magical. He came in with like 30 people. And that was something I was saying in the Reddit post, is something I would love to do back to the community, have 50
Yeah.
viewers and go and raid someone, because seeing their reaction is genuinely wonderful and it's something exciting. And, I met a wonderful person. Mel is a great guy. I checked his content out. He still streams and is making great content to this day. Has a wonderful YouTube channel that me and Agent Wank had a lovely look at, and I think he would agree with me. They are wonderful. So, but yeah, no, I don't know. It's hard. I think, when you're at like the top level, you will make, you will become closer friends with those around you than you will become than your chat. But if you're sub 1,000 people, sub 10,000 people, your chat is your friendship, your community, because you can talk to them, you can remember them.
I mean, I've watched many, many hours of your streams, far more than I care to
I do
admit.
apologize.
And you shout out every single follower. You talk to chat very actively. All that jazz. But if you have thousands upon thousands of people watching you, you're not going to shout out every follower. You just go, oh, 20 followers. Thanks for that, guys. Yeah, at most.
Someone is gonna have the honor of being the last follower shout outed by you.
Yeah, like that's weird
And
to think,
people
isn't it?
know it.
As you're talking about streams, this is one that really gets me. Is there's a partnered streamer who I've been following because they raided me like 2 years ago now, called Metagaming TV. They are currently partnered with Twitch. They have 20k followers, but as far as I'm aware, I've never seen them get over 10 views, and I don't know why. I don't know if they are streaming on a different platform that's more successful or what, but the fact that I've never seen them above 10 views really surprises me.
I do see a lot of people like that.
Yeah, genuinely. There's so many. It's weird. As much as I can say this, I don't mean it, but there's so many channels that just don't deserve what they have, in my opinion. Because they just don't stream, or they stream 2 hours a day, and they have it just surprises me that some people just have the the audience they do, or the numbers they do, but with a lackluster audience.
Hmm.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would agree. Streaming a long time does get you more chances of people coming in, raiding you, saying hi, new viewers coming in. But also self-promotion is also a great thing to do. We spoke about this earlier. I didn't expect to speak about this for an hour, to be completely honest, but we are.
Still got topics to talk about, people.
We do. We'll just have to rush them in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, don't push us on. If we start them at this point, we'll be done by the hour mark. Let's not rush this.
No, but this is a good topic. It's something I didn't expect to talk about, but it is a good topic. We've spoken about it a couple times.
See,
but
the best ones are unplanned.
Yeah, but it's also, we've got T here, who is a new streamer who is growing. So it's good to get a different point of view from
an expert. Yeah.
Yeah, T expert.
New compared to you in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Although one thing that does really interest me is people's motivation. Why they went live for that first ever time. To me, that's what's most interesting, because I think that will shape your career.
I would disagree.
Ooh.
The only reason I would disagree is because if you look at
It took 50 minutes, but we got drama.
No.
Here we go.
I don't know why I keep doing this. So if you compare people's first streams, like the first week of streaming, and then look at them now, let's say they get big, there is a transition point. There's always a transition point between people.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
I don't think their first stream determines their future.
No, it's not their first stream. That's not what I mean. I mean, it's the reason why they did that first stream.
Okay, yeah.
I know someone who, good friend of farmers. I did in my 12-hour stream. They were on it for a bit, and they were very, very open on why they were streaming. They have a truly massive community, sort of similar to that partnered person you're talking about. They have next to no one watching.
Okay.
And they were so open about, I lost my job. I'm only streaming for money. It's a last resort. I don't really enjoy it. I'm sitting here like, whoa, what? Okay. This is a bit, it was almost like.
It's streaming. It's moments like that. You're like, you don't deserve. Like, why do you have this 20K followers? I'm doing this to have fun.
Oh yeah.
Why are you doing this and begging for money, mister? Yeah. That's yeah.
Well, he wasn't begging for money. He
should have been at that point.
It's hard to describe, but it was almost like he was a charity for himself.
Okay.
In the nicest way possible. Yes, I know that especially this year has been seriously hard on people losing jobs due to the pandemic. But if you're not streaming for the fun of it, it shows. It really does.
Yeah.
I started streaming,
especially when you say it out loud. That certainly helps.
Yeah, I started streaming because. Fun little story. The first time ever telling this to anyone.
Ooh.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I just want to clarify.
No. It's all good. I don't
Throw in
mind.
some tears, get us the clicks.
Yeah. Inside scoop. I broke up with my girlfriend, and I pushed a lot of people away. In that period, and so I just found myself seriously lonely. And so I thought, why not stream while I game? And it did help me through quite a hard time in my life. And it got to the point where I thought, you know what? I didn't expect myself to ever get a single follower, let alone over 100. So, I never stopped, and here I am today.
Wow.
Oh.
Appreciate you saying
I
that.
feel stupid that my first video was just I saw a funny glitch in video game now.
Oh,
wow. There's not as much meaning behind TF2 cart flip as there is your life. Fuck.
The thing is, I did my first streams because I did YouTube a little bit. I'd done YouTube for about a year by that point, and so I started streaming like Squad and all that. That was the main game I streamed because I would get a couple hundred views on Squad videos, and it was a game I was interested in at the time. But I did have a period very much like T. I'm not going to go into detail, but I had a lot of I had a lot of I basically just I just stepped away from all my major friend groups, made a couple friends in EFT, and just solely streamed EFT because I was interested in someone. That went sour, and it took me a while to get back to my feet to keep going. But I managed to, and it was a really revealing feeling, a really nice feeling to go back to normal, and start streaming with people again, because by this point I was doing 4-hour streams all by myself, which, to the people that do that, huge credit to, because everybody's built differently. I find that very hard. They may find that easy, but I just couldn't do that. Actually, a good example of this is Ickle Nuke. Keep saying names. Ickle Nuke is a good friend of mine who I've known since primary school. He's started streaming in the last 2 weeks, month probably. Sorry, and
really close to affiliate.
Yeah, and he went from 13 followers to 47 in that month period. He could easily get to affiliate because he has that average viewership. And he's made friends on there, friends he's never met before, people he's never met, and he's doing well.
People are gonna buy phones off him.
Yeah. What? You buying what?
Microphone.
Oh, I thought you said earphones. I was like, you sure about that?
I thought you just said phones, to be honest.
No, he's one of those good examples of, he's starting from a very low point in content creation. He had nothing. He didn't start YouTube. The only thing that we did before, we used to have a CSGO team, and we used to make content for a channel. That's been dead for 2 years, and he's just randomly come back to...
I remember that team.
Shadow How. Go and check it out. I do miss that. It's been dead for 2 years.
Check out the dead channel. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Actually, I don't know if I've ever said this. I've documented 12 years of my life streaming.
God damn.
No, 9 years of my life streaming, and making YouTube videos, because I was going to make a video this year of I'm not going to say, actually. I want to still make it, but I was going to make a YouTube video that used all of that data. But I've just got a big Excel file somewhere with just all of my videos labeled and dated with links to all of them.
Oh yes. Yeah.
There are some classics in there.
You were the best origami YouTuber. What can I say?
I was. It's even more embarrassing that I couldn't spell origami, so it was origami on Minecraft for about 9 years of my life. Which, I started in 2012 when I remember, because I was like, can I get a YouTube channel on my 13th birthday? And my dad was like, yeah, okay. And then he made it for me. And I just uploaded 3 videos to that. And I made a new channel because I wasn't aware you could change the name. And I did that 4 more times because I wasn't aware you could change the name.
Do you still have this original channel?
I still have all 4 or 5 original channels, yeah.
I think you should leak those original.
Nah.
What was it? 9-year-old videos.
Oh, what is my? I think my oldest video is 2012. Would be October 20.
Mine's 2013. I've just checked.
You see, I'm sort of in a generation. I think we all are. You're not a different generation, but we grew up as sort of with YouTube, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To the point where now, if you don't jump on now, or if you didn't jump on earlier, I don't think there's much chance for you anymore, really, to put it blunt.
So
I think starting from mainly on YouTube, starting from the ground now is so much harder than it was a few years ago.
My first video was in 4:3. How did I not know this?
Yeah, my first video is in 4:3 and was uploaded on the 25th of October, 2011.
I don't
Um,
think I've ever heard a 4x3 monitor. What the
also,
hell?
fuck you
I'm so
guys.
confused.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
my first video was edited with onetruemedia.com, so get
Go.
shit on.
Oh, but I edited all of mine with Microsoft Movie Maker.
No.
Can't believe they killed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I even
remember.
did some text tracking at some point. Oh god, I gave up on Max. It
Why
was a
are the
lot of effort to go
comments
through
are
frame by
turned off
frame.
on one of my videos? I want to know the reason why.
Probably
It has
someone probably
200
insult
views on it.
200. God damn.
2 of my
Even though-
videos have comments turned off. Why did I do that? Ah,
Mind of a baby tic tac.
yeah, like legit. It's upsetting.
My thumbnails pooling. Holy.
Mine still are. Oh, automated. Oh, fair. Yeah. Oh, to be fair, I was of legal age to do that because again, I wasn't allowed to make a YouTube channel or Facebook account until I was 13. I didn't get a Facebook account until I was like 15, to be honest, because I just didn't give two shits about it.
Yeah. I only got it for the games, which I don't think they do anymore.
I didn't care about the games.
God.
Yeah, no,
Dear.
it's yeah. Wow, I've been doing content for 9 years if you count that first video. Then
Hell yeah, I do.
on off, which you know, again, I don't know why I started. Oh, it's probably because I was watching like I know one of my phases was I'm watching Nerdcubed. I need to make videos like Nerdcubed, and that's still
Everyone had that phase.
I still have that to this day.
videos from Nerdcube's
Yeah.
content.
I still have that in my day in
I own that.
in today. My outro is literally what Nerdcubed used to do.
Am I the only one that thinks he's died off in the past couple years?
He hasn't died off as such as he's just doing his own thing. He still does plays videos, which some new ones are still pretty good, but they'll never be peak
I remember once
Nerdcube.
upon a time, everyone knew his name. Everyone, you know.
Mhm.
especially
Okay, that was something I
the guy in
wasn't.
the class. Yo, did you see No Cube's video last night? Well,
Mhm.
yeah. All the boys in the class. Yeah.
I remember,
Really?
yeah, finding out in
I
our
never
school
had
that
that.
you guys watched them as well, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I'm not alone.
No, I always thought he was a.
But to be fair, I didn't speak to many people.
Oh, we at max there was 200 people in our school, so yeah.
Hell.
But no, for my entire life, I always thought Nerdcubed was one of those unknowns because you two were the
Yeah.
first ever. You and Agent Oink, Delicious and Agent Oink, were the first two ever people, and to this day, still two the only people I've ever spoken to in person that know and watch Nerdcubed. You know, I'm one of the only people I know. I am the only person I know. I
Well,
think
you
I'm the only
know-
person I know who owns his merch.
Oh.
So
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever.
I don't think
I'm
I've
trying
ever
to-
bought merch.
I'm trying to think if I have merch of anyone.
Would you agree though that Nerdcube's peak time, like his peak time was like 2016? Like his plays were the best around then. Like I still love his old Minecraft series. I still watch that to this day because it's a classic. But
Yeah, I mean, all of my gameplay trailers are from 6 years ago, so yeah, around I guess 2015,
2014 to 2016 was peak Nerdcubed.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Which
Yeah,
actually,
we're calling him out now. Bloody hell,
I
we're
was
calling out
watching-
all the big names this stream.
I was watching his original content, his original Nerdcubed. Before he did videos, he did vlogs. And it's weird because he went from like 1,000 to 100K within like a couple months just doing vlogs of Minecraft. Obviously,
Yeah.
he had an audience beforehand. He did online blogs and a
he did?
cartoon. Yeah, he did his own Minecraft, not cartoon, but it was like comic book. So obviously he had an audience from that. I want to say he probably had 1,000 people from that. Because I know he did a video in his vlogs where he had like 1,000 subscribers, I think he mentioned. But he grew massively from that. This is like 2012,
I think it's just because he did what not many people did in a style that no one really did at the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd say nearly everyone does, you know, they'll take a massive game full of content like I remember his City Skylines playlist. You know, people they'll do nowadays 30-minute video, job done, move on. You know, he did 30 episodes,
Isn't it
which are all like
32?
an hour long.
Yeah. And then he destroyed it in one wonderful plays,
Yeah.
which I loved.
And there's just something so interesting about watching 30 hours of a game where everyone only covers it in less than 30 minutes.
Oh, I would also say that he did it differently, because if you look at other YouTubers at the time, like Jacksepticeye, I'm going off because he was another big British YouTuber at the time, or gaming YouTuber. He was
Irish.
just screaming at the game, funny moment, ha. Nerdcube wasn't. His plays were actually like well edited,
Yeah.
good comedy. Not that Jacksepticeye is not funny.
I'd say it's also for the more technical minded.
Also, are you a true Nerdcube fan?
PewDiePie
Did you
screaming.
get gifted his book that you didn't expect to ever get, and now have
Alright.
bought his second book? Because I'm interested in
To
reading.
be fair, I stopped watching when he dropped off.
I still haven't finished this book.
So
Dear, oh dear.
I'm at Heat Signature. I need to finish this book.
chop.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I kind of had a period where I stopped watching him. I watch old stuff more than new stuff, but like his newest video, not his newest video, but like when he did an hour video of all of Nerd Cubed, I love that. I'm halfway through on that at the moment. But it's nostalgic. It was obviously we were younger, so it's and during school, we didn't have much better to do at the time, so it's lovely to see him do this. But no, he made enough money from what he's doing. He still does. He's got a wonderful wife, a couple dogs which are his children, loves his Lego, and he's currently writing a second book. He wants to do what he wants to do. He loved Doctor Who, and he loved the writing from that. I can completely understand why he wants to write stories, and fully support him for that. So, he started off doing something that he loved, making comics, and now he's still doing that to this day, basically. So
Diversification.
yeah, no, there's some small YouTubers that. Like, actually, no, this is something I forgot to say earlier. You know how I mentioned, when I mentioned that I was jealous of Delicious having 200 subscribers? When I went to college 4 years ago, when I did my media, there was a guy in there who I'm still good friends with. He makes content, but never once did I feel jealous about him. What's wrong with him? Genuinely.
What do you mean, what's wrong with him? The content.
He just makes good content, and you're jealous.
The content, the ethics of products donated to him.
Okay,
review copies.
That's true. We're not going to get into that.
No, absolutely.
But like, he's currently, when I first met him, he had 20k subscribers on YouTube. He's currently at 43. So in the 4 years, he's grown like 20k. I want to say 4 years.
Oh,
2 to 4 years. And he's a lovely guy, but like that was one I just never felt jealous about, because I don't know, maybe I was just more mature.
I think I only get jealous if people start pushing it.
Yeah.
You're substantially on Twitch. I have to specify that. I'm not jealous of you at all. We're
doing something wrong then.
You say we. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Exactly. I rest my case. But it's I have I sort of look at the way you do things and will occasionally apply them, but by no means am I per se jealous. And I don't think I ever will. I mean, if you wake up one morning and one of your YouTube videos blows up and you've already suddenly got 500,000 followers, then I'd be jealous. I'm not gonna lie, but
no, that's understandable.
We can work with that. We can get to 500,000.
Oh, that's the thing is, I think also another thing that people just need to be careful about is, if they do, like, if they get a TikTok, let's say, they get a few million likes, what do you do from that point onwards? Do you then try and remake that, or do you just keep doing what you're doing? Like, it's trying to.
That's tough.
There's a difference between making a viral video and being a viral content creator. And I think that's where memes come into these days, because people make memes and they become viral. Very rarely will you see, unless they've obviously made an audience out of it, very rarely will you see a quality meme from the same person twice. Just because the day and age. Obviously, as mentioned, there are certain people like Donald Duck and I can't think of any of the other ones, but like they've made a living out of it because they're good at what they're doing. They know how to do it. They made a classic meme, and then they followed that up with making another good meme. They didn't just try and do the same thing twice. Questionable. But you see what I mean? It's one of those things where you just need to know what you're doing from that point onwards. You become famous. I don't know if it's because we're speaking about it, but Farmers just changed over to War Thunder.
I did that like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Guys, keeping a very close eye on this person, aren't
Well, it's just because I was looking at my left. I was looking at Metagaming, who, as mentioned, 20k followers and still has only one viewer. Ickle Nuke Luke is currently doing better than this partnered streamer, which, I'm just curious why.
Same.
No, it just interests me. It's not the successful people. It's the people that seem to be successful but aren't.
Luke has sound alerts.
Yeah, and that's something I need to work on because you guys keep bashing it into me.
It is one of the best things I think I've ever done. It's great. I don't see it being very practical for larger streamers.
Oh, certainly not. In fact, donations for larger streamers is just impractical.
Yeah, I mean, they make enough money off ads and subs. But yeah,
I have to go for a
it's
few
certainly
moments.
Smaller scale. It is hilarious to say the least. Thank you for that. Delicious. Thank you. It really does mean a lot to get your support.
Yeah, I should hope so too.
Oh, good. I'm glad to. This is fun.
Yeah, no, it's a tricky one. I suppose when you're talking about like viral creators as opposed to viral videos, you're thinking of things like Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Being a pretty good example of that, and it's at
the
end of the day, it's working out well for him. We see how much money he gives away.
Yeah, it's. I think to get a singular thing viral, you'd slaughter me for this. It's not. It's just luck. That is all it is. Luck.
Absolutely.
I could post a picture of a.
I think content creation overall is luck. To be honest with you.
Right, I've just okay.
And that's why tactical is the worst.
What?
I agree.
Huh?
What? Sorry.
This podcast could just end right now.
Could do.
Not going to, don't worry.
With 47 minutes remaining, give or take. Quick math.
What were you talking about then?
Just about how getting one thing viral is just luck. And then, we spoke about how pretty much a terrible streamer. No one likes you.
It's like winning the lottery. It's just sheer luck.
Yeah.
You genuinely. I said this yesterday, and I don't mean it as a meme. Genuinely, you have some good content on your channel. People should check it out. Revive your channel. You don't have to upload. Just revive your channel. You know what? That's going to be one of my goals. That's my second goal this year. First goal, become a War Thunder partner. Second goal, revive your channel without you uploading a single video. I
want to get my profile picture 4K upscaled. I thought of that a few minutes ago, and I need to find out how well or poorly it's going to go.
Okay, interesting.
You got to do you know the massive trend of YouTube channels and they're all the exact same? It's 10,000 subscribers without any videos. That's the next.
Yeah.
thousands of them. Just got to do that with Big D over here.
I
Again,
can't remember if I made a rant video about those or if I was going to, but that shit on it genuinely still makes me angry.
Yeah, I reckon
because
the first...
I never set out to be big on YouTube, but when I see 1,000 subscriber challenge with no videos, and they have 50,000 subscribers, and the account was created 2 months ago,
Oh yeah,
it. I don't know. That genuinely did make me angry. What the why the fuck am I bothering?
mm.
Bastards, honestly.
I reckon the first person that did that is an absolute genius. Do not get me wrong. I wish I was that man.
yeah.
But
They are the
second,
stupidest genius.
yeah, apply yourself for goodness sake. Stop
Mm.
making up stupid things on YouTube. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
it's just the fact that there's thousands. If you were to search up, I don't know, 10,000 subscribers with no videos, just
Oh, good
channel
God.
names,
I
you
did.
there's
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of pages without question.
Mm.
It's just a YouTube trend, isn't it? It's not a guaranteed way to get famous.
Yeah, but what? I don't understand. What? Surely, for me, I think the word famous in brackets is far too overused. Once upon a time, to be famous, you had to do something. You had to be good at something. Just because you've got a couple thousand subscribers on YouTube, that does not make you famous. That just means you're good at selling stuff. You're a good door-to-door salesman.
Again, it depends on how. I suppose personally, I would say it depends on how you you take away what you've grown. I guess you could, if you wanted to, make let's use Nerd Cube as an example. He's got a couple 2 million subscribers at the moment. I wouldn't say he's per se famous. He doesn't say he's per se famous because he just doesn't. He doesn't go out and about getting autographs or giving autographs and doing this and that. He is just someone who likes to do what he does. But then if you look at someone like a weird example, but David Dobrik, he I would say is famous because he makes himself famous. He makes his life bigger than it actually is.
I'd say Naraku probably is famous. I would argue perhaps there's a difference there then between being famous and having a famous or a celebrity personality, maybe.
Oh, yeah. There's no Tom Hanks. We all love Tom Hanks.
Apparently.
What's Tom Hanks done that has made you hate him?
Everything in Castaway.
What has Tom Hanks done? I mean,
Castaway. That's all he's known for. Confirmed.
Woody from Toy Story.
Woody from. That's true, actually. Yeah. Did you know? Oh, no mind. This is a reference nobody's gonna give two shits about. Wait, I need to even find out. Give me a moment. I was meant to search this up, but I never did because I just couldn't be asked.
Wow.
Do you like Marvel?
Is that directed at me?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Before the podcast started, I showed you my stupid amount of
Oh yeah, but do you like Marvel films and all that?
Yeah, of course I do. I love them.
Okay. Are you enjoying? Have you seen the new Captain and the Winter Soldier?
No.
Damn.
From what I've heard, mixed response from all of the Disney Plus shows.
Really? Interesting.
Because I sort of, I personally think that Endgame was the last of the greats.
Okay.
I think, don't get me wrong, I think they're still going to be all right, but I don't think it's ever going to achieve that level again.
What about Spider-Man? But there's a Spider-Man after Endgame, which is the most recent film from them.
Yeah, but that was a bit.
Oh yeah, my spoiled Endgame in my trailer for it or something.
Did they?
I think so.
Because Spider-Man came out after Endgame, so if they spoiled Endgame, fuck you. You should have watched Endgame.
Yeah, sure.
No, it came. Yes, no, I know exactly what you mean because the trailer for Spider-Man came out a couple weeks after the screenings of Endgame. So
Fuck you. You
first
should have
screening.
watched Endgame.
Yeah, but with you should know that cinemas were booked out for weeks, the first several weeks.
Can confirm.
Oh,
So
yes.
for the people that were slow and did not go and see them, I mean, to be fair, but if you really cared about it being spoiled, you should have, woke up 5 minutes earlier and booked your ticket.
No. No is what I say to that.
I was lucky enough to watch Endgame in a cinema. I loved it.
So was
Yeah,
I.
I watched it on release.
I watched it opening weekend.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch it the night before release, Phelan?
No, I watched
Oh,
it release.
Was
for
that
free,
Infinity
technically.
War? I swear you watched one night before.
Oh, maybe.
For context, he works at a cinema,
Oh, I thought dodgy website.
which is, a beautiful job at this moment of time, because all cinemas are opening and earning shit tons of money right now.
Yeah, loads, man.
Yeah.
People really want to come to them. It's an industry, all right.
Was it Godzilla versus Kong at the moment?
My god.
That's the current blockbuster.
Gives a shit. They keep making these. It's
see-
always someone versus someone. They keep fucking getting away with it.
I don't know the funny thing. I did watch it. I'm not gonna say how I watched it because I don't want to get in trouble. But me and a friend watched it, and
Right.
I kid you not, I predicted the entire film. I won't say what happens, just in case someone listening, watching wants to watch it. I predicted the entire film down to the detail just before watching. I said, you know what? I know what's going to happen. I bet it's going to be this, and this. And it was exactly that.
That is
If it doesn't
beautiful.
end with them kissing, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Did you?
And also, the Japanese trailer for that film did give away like the massive wow thing at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a sort of, there's a thing at the end which the entire film it's teased. The entire film. And me and a friend are going, yeah, well, we know what it is. So, and it does take away a lot from.
There was a trailer that came out recently, which I was like, oh, I'm really happy they've done this, because one of the biggest problems at the moment with films, and have been for the last decade, is the trailers give away a lot of story beats and just spoilers. And there was a trailer that came out recently. I can't for the life of me remember what it was for, but I was like, oh, they have barely shown much in this. I'm a big fan of it. Which I'm happy about. Well, actually, I think it may have been the new Suicide Squad, potentially, because they haven't shown too much of that in there. They've just shown all the characters, which I'm a big... I'm looking forward to the new Suicide Squad, because it looks like it's going to be a fun James Gunn film, which is what it looks to be.
James fun, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think...
It does kind of give away the ending, I guess, but, like, what was it? Have you seen the new Space Jam video? The trailer, sorry.
No, I've heard about it.
Yeah,
but,
so it's one of those things where they've just tried to cram in as much as they possibly can, as all like Warner Brothers have.
okay, the complaints I heard were taking a couple of things out.
Okay, oh yeah. No, so obviously it looks like even the story beats look almost identical to the Ready Player One. But obviously being Warner Brothers, they've tried to put as many of their characters into it, which one of them surprised me, and I don't know if I want to say it on stream, but it's not a spoiler because it's just a background character in the main.
You've intrigued me now. I need to.
But shall I just say it, because it's not a spoiler. They're just in the background. They're not part of the story in any way, shape, or form.
Sure, people have been warned anyway. I've had enough warning leading up to this point.
But the characters, there's loads of characters. For example, there's people from Mad Max, the original Batman, the '60s Batman, and all that. Like all Warner Brothers properties. And then there's one which I just don't understand, because they've just got the characters from the Clockwork Orange in there. I thought this was a children's film. Is this just like one of those adult references they put in it?
The losers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. It's like when they make like all animation for kids, they'll always like
There's
throw in
always
a more grown-up reference or like a
But
slight
no,
innuendo.
this is the reference I don't understand. Is for people who don't know, The Clockwork Orange was made by Stanley Kubrick, a great director of the time.
Is Kubrick the one I hate?
I
Maybe.
don't know, but for
They all blur
a
together.
fun fact for people who don't know, Kubrick got the film banned in the UK because he thought it was too intense.
Oh, if you want intense films, you got to come to me, man.
Genuine.
God.
Have you seen The Clockwork Orange? I don't want to
Have
say
you
I can't say
No.
on stream what
Stuff like
happens in there.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay, not stream safe. But yeah, no, I just like it's just one of the weirdest references I've seen them put in a film. Just I don't know, but yeah,
It has to be though, just one of those. Your children won't understand it, but the adults that were forced to watch this film with their
yeah.
children.
Well, it looks like a fun film. Again, I've had this argument of everybody. I say there's a difference between fun and like the films I like to watch are fun films, anything by Edgar Wright, Marvel films, or superhero films in general. Oh my god, I see what you mean by farmer. Okay, I was just watching his stream and he just put an entire paragraph in his chat about him promoting himself. Anyway,
Oh.
he has a copy pasta that he just puts in chat
Of course
saying
he
I'm
does.
live. Anyway, yeah, no, I love Marvel films because they're just fun to watch. You know, I'm one of those lucky people who I'm intrigued in the characters, and you know, I love what they're doing with the series because it's setting up what's to be it's setting up between Spider-Man. Oh no, not Spider-Man. Sorry, Endgame and obviously Spider-Man in the middle, and then Doctor Strange. I think is the next one to come out, which I'm excited for.
Black Widow in it. That's right round the corner.
Oh no, that's July. Yeah, good point. Yeah, but that's not like that's not carrying on the story. That's
Oh, right. That's next step.
if I'm not wrong, that story's between Civil War and Infinity War. So
No.
yes,
It's the 5 years in between Infinity War and Endgame.
that's not.
No.
Oh, there's some infighting going
No,
on in
it's
the stream
not.
again. Here we go.
I think it's.
I'm curious because I was watching this today, so I'm interested. Why did I look up Black Widow film? That's not gonna help. Marvel.
Damn it, you're right.
It is okay, yeah.
Damn it.
Oh.
I thought it was set in the 5 years in Endgame.
Yeah, it's set between
I'm
yeah.
like an idiot now. In the podcast.
So yeah, I think yeah. So the next film in the story would be Doctor Strange, which I will say, the new one looks. I can't wait for a trailer of this. Genuinely, because there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's trailers already, but they're non-official.
You get that with every
It's non-official. Sorry, what for?
unofficial trailers.
Yeah, the unofficial ones. Like
Yeah,
like
what film for?
Doctor Strange 2.
Oh, okay.
Like they're literally just stitching in stuff from like Doctor Strange and WandaVision, which is a great show. Highly recommend. So yeah, no, I'm interested to see this.
prime example of that sort of stuff is Avatar 2.
Oh yeah, that's
the
a.
Avatar series.
Isn't there meant to be 6 coming out?
Well,
I
I mean,
think so.
I find it funny though how they were meant to come out. So you had the first one was 2012, I want to say.
Yeah, roughly
was
2012. Yeah.
longer, yeah.
Yeah, they were meant to come out staggered years. So you'd have one gap year, another one, and I think there were 5 originally planned. 4 or 5
2009. Sorry.
God, I am old.
Jesus. Don't
Um,
like that.
Goodness me, time flies. And yeah, so you were meant to have one that was 2010 and 2012 and 2014, and now over a decade later, they're still, because every year that goes by, they push it back another year because everyone gets hired, everyone gets fired. They have a new director that comes on,
Do they? I
changes
thought
it.
they were all directed
I'm
by
waiting
James
for the
Cameron.
FNAF film. That's going to be a...
There's a new unofficial one coming out, isn't there, with Nicolas Cage?
It's already come out. It's
already
great.
out.
Oh,
It
is
is
it?
so-
Okay.
I need to see it. Me and my friends have been meaning to see it, but we've...
it is just. It's okay. All I will say, okay,
Mhm.
Nicolas Cage does not say a single word in the entire film.
Really?
He just grunts and moans.
Oh my god.
It
It's
is
still so weird that he is the actor in it.
Yeah, it's one of the films where it's so bad, but it's so good, and you'll look back at it in 10 years and go, "I want to watch it again. That was great."
Oh, okay.
It sticks with you. It was yeah.
There's an official one coming out though, isn't there? At some point.
Yeah.
Because there's two unofficial ones. Because I know there was one by
Oh, there
Warner
is.
Brothers, which came out a couple of years ago because they got the rights to make a Five Nights at Freddy's film, sorry, but they lost the rights somehow or something along the line, so they decided to just rewrite it
what
with
I
made up characters. No, not made up characters. They made it up with his old TV series.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they did that. The last I heard about Warner Brothers was they had to rewrite the script because Scott Cawthon said he didn't like it.
Oh wait, then let me
Oh.
find it. I'm pretty sure it's Warner Brothers. Warner Bros.
Yeah, I want to know the detailed history of the FNAF film's development.
But like they made what's it called? But like there's two. Like there's this new one with with not Freddie Mercury. Why is that name stuck in my head? Nicolas Cage. That's a new one, which is I don't know how that came along. To be completely honest, that's not.
Willy's Wonderland.
Is that what
it's
it's
called.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It's just one. It's just, you just sit there and me and my friend, we watched it. It was late at night. It's like 1 a.m. We're all going, please just say a single word. Just say one word. It was
That's
so
it.
painful.
I found it. So the one I was thinking of is called the Banana Splits movie, which, if I'm not wrong, I will have to confirm this. But if I'm not wrong, from what I remember, was a story which was, I think it was Warner Brothers. Was it Warner Brothers? Give me a moment.
Yeah,
It was Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers had the rights to make a FNAF film. Something happened, it didn't go through, so they rewrote it as this new one, the Banana Splits movie, which they used the characters from the Banana Splits, which is an old American TV show, kids show, and it's awful. I'm just gonna be honest. From what I've seen of it, it is a shit film. I'm gonna try and find out if it is confirmed. But yeah, no, it is one of those weird ones where two films like this come out and it's like, they not just give up or something like that?
Oh,
Wait.
I feel like I recognize like the film's poster for some reason, but beyond that,
It feels like it's a failed FNAF, I'm not gonna lie.
What's this? Sorry.
Banana Splits film.
I can't know of it.
Right, let me try and find anything about this. I love how every single podcast we do, it always ends into a movie podcast.
oh yeah, it's got to, man.
That's true.
That's right. This one will circle around. But I can circle around whilst you're looking at that. I just want to say,
No.
I feel bad, like, for what I've been saying about eating on stream, because as you know, Enlisted drops are currently live, and the person who I have chosen
Oh no.
has got like I'm here but not playing a game screen, and
Yeah.
it's like split into 3 camera angles. One of them's the game, 2 of them are camera angles, and it is just them eating. So I'm just wrong. Is all I can say. I know I didn't think it was the thing to do, but apparently eating on stream is
It's a
normal.
big thing to do, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, there are people that dedicate their streams to just eating.
Oh, no,
well,
like-
that I understand, but like in my view at least,
Who
again,
would
until you
watch
find this
it?
film, it's the same as like me pulling out a sandwich at work. Like, I wouldn't do it whilst the customer's around, but like whilst I'm just sitting there waiting for a customer to come in, if
So-
like me pulling out a sandwich in that time, and that's
Oh
fun,
yeah.
in my
Hey,
opinion.
BRB real quick.
No worries. I would say like one of the things, I don't know. I would say it's again, grow your audience around it, but like if you look at these streamers, they're streaming 9 to 12 hours a day. So obviously they are gonna have to eat something at some point in their stream. Maybe go off,
Yeah.
be AFK for 10 minutes. That's fine, you know. I've done that before. I've also eaten dinner on stream. I think it's just contextual. But no, I do understand what you mean.
No.
I think it's just dependent, really, honestly. If you don't think it's right, don't do it. If you think if
Yeah,
you don't
true.
care, do it, you know? So,
Oh yeah, you show me.
yeah, it is. Like, people will have dinner at the same time, so it's always a segment. But no, I couldn't find
I could
anything
never
on
be
it,
that
so
consistent with it. Oh, that's.
I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but still, it is a very similar film to FNAF. It's, you know, it's
Yeah. I saw
animatronics that just come to
on the
life.
Wikipedia page, people drawing parallel, but from what I could tell, there was no official like sort of connection, but that could just be for legal reasons that they
Yeah.
didn't want to mention any similarities to FNAF.
It is interesting, the fact that we've had like 3 FNAF-like films in the last 4 years.
Hell yeah,
So,
not enough.
I know, fuck off. There's a new FNAF coming out on PlayStation 5 and presumably everything else soon, so that's to look forward to.
Yeah,
At least I'm
like,
never going to play it.
I'm not sure what to think about what I've seen. To be honest, it looks like it's expanding. I don't know. I've always been interested in FNAF more for the lore side of things, but it's become harder to follow, and that sort of put me off. I'll still occasionally watch the games, if not just because I want to see how their gameplay's evolved and what they're doing now. And that's why T is probably the worst streamer I've
Yeah,
ever
honestly, I don't
I
understand.
fully agree. Fuck 'em. Straight up.
seen.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's one of those weird ones where I didn't. You know what? If I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll play FNAF 1 till
Good
5.
God. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I never
you
found
and horror
FNAF interesting.
games, you and streaming horror games, Outlast being the prime example that I can
I think it's
of.
the only example I can think of as well.
Oh,
I still have a
Well, that
video
shows
from
how
then
well
as
it went.
well. I took a picture because I made
Yeah.
it really scary in my room. Nice red lighting and pitch blackness, and oh my god, like thinking about back.
And
back
then you
then,
wasted it by just staring at walls.
Yeah, fuck off. I just can't play horror games. I'm a shit show when it comes to anything scary. So
Fair.
you know,
Yeah, it's more entertainment for your viewers.
yay. Oh Christ, no, it's. I don't know. Maybe I do. The one thing I really regret in the last year is I've said I'll do stuff and haven't done it. And that's what I feel the most shit about, honestly. And this mainly goes towards goals. Not for any other reason that I've forgotten. Like I would say I'll do this and then I'll stream something else, and like for example I'll say
Yeah.
I'll do just an example, a Warzone stream, and then I'm in the mood for War Thunder, you know, and then I'll play War
Yeah.
Thunder. And that's what I feel the most. That's what I feel bad about, honestly, at the moment. But it's just about pushing forward and, you know, understanding your mistakes and fixing them, or saying sorry and doing something else from that point onwards. I feel like if you hold yourself accountable and just don't do anything about it, or you try and amend it, that's when you'll start snowballing to a point where you can't recover.
Oh yeah.
I think it's understanding, you know, what you're doing is for you until you're getting like you know, me and T, we don't make enough money off this that it's sustainable. You know, we're putting our own time into this, we're putting our own money into this. Until we make enough money, I don't think, you know, I think in my personal opinion, if you're streaming and you're not making if you're not making your money back, you know, you do what you want to do. It's your stream. That was actually something. I saw a TikTok where someone was like, they kept getting flack for not doing what their chat asked them to do. But you're not a. This is going. We've made it. We've gone full circle. But you're not a. You're not a puppet. You're you. You know, you don't need to do what chat tells you because they've told you. And it's as hard as it is to say sometimes. Yes, they may have donated £100 to you over your streaming career, but that doesn't mean you owe them. They've done that out of their own choice, and I am very grateful for the people that have done that. You know, it is an amazing thing. People have supported me in such a kind manner, in a generous manner, but that doesn't mean I owe them. It doesn't mean you owe them. It's one of those. It's one of those things. Twitch Twitch should have a thing where it says you understand that this person does not owe you. It's still. I don't know if we ever told. Did we ever tell you, T, about what Twitch did at one point? And I don't know if they still have. With the refunding on subscriptions.
No.
So I don't know if it still is. And let's say it still is. I don't think it is. But basically, for a little period, potentially still to this day, Twitch had. So if you were to refund your subscription, they would ask you why you would do that. You know, like most companies.
Yeah,
if you've stopped a subscription, or if you've got a subscription like Spotify, they would ask you for what reason have you stopped this subscription? If you got not enough money, it's not what you need anymore, or there's features that they've taken away. And Twitch did the exact same thing. You know, they if you were to stop your subscription, cancel your subscription, they would ask you questions like, was it because you weren't making enough money, or you didn't have enough money? You weren't getting what you were like. The streamer was just not streaming anymore. I can't remember the other one, but the other reason was I just wanted a shout out. Now that's just Twitch giving people a reason to donate or subscribe and then refund that money.
You see, I don't think it should be refundable.
No, I can understand it because all subscriptions should be. No, not everybody's going to have that money their entire life. So, you know, give them the option.
Is this refunding or cancelling? Because...
Oh, it's cancelling, which I assume refunds your money if you do it within a certain time period. Let me find it quickly.
I could be wrong. Yeah, you know, I could be wrong. I don't know of many subscriptions. Well, I don't think Twitch does that.
Is it? You know, if it's a sort of rolling payment every month, then and you cancel that, I understand that. But why would you pay the $5 for a tier 1 subscription if you didn't have that $5 to start off?
Because it depends. Let me just.
I'd imagine it'd be very, very short.
You can cancel, but you can refund. I think within a very short time. Okay, so yeah, I thought so. Give me a moment.
That's just me. So it's happening again.
But yeah, the Twitch are very useful when it tells you about information. But you know, like still, even if it wasn't a refund or cancel, one of the options they gave the user when they were asking why are you cancelling your subscription was you just wanted a shout out, which was stupid.
Yeah, that's a low blow.
Yeah, it's just giving people the reason to do it, or a reason to do it.
Yeah, I assumed when you said that they were gonna sort of trick people into clicking on it and then say no, you can't have a refund because of that. But
imagine they just absolutely just. Oh my god! I wish they did.
What weird.
I'm gonna try and find it. There's someone I follow who does a lot of Twitch news. And so he was the reason I learnt about it.
Scares.
But no. Fuck off.
Is he still going?
Yeah, good point. Is he still going?
I don't know. I was just thinking the exact same thing. I'll have a look whilst you're doing that.
But after that,
I know he took a break for a while.
Massive backlash, yeah, and then took a break.
Did he?
No, yeah, he's still going.
Did he get why did he get massive backlash?
In fact, sorry,
that was a massive face reveal, and you know how the internet is like, and he was a massive meme.
He last uploaded 5 days ago. Before that, it was 3 months ago. So it looked like he had a bit of another hiatus.
Here we go.
it's still very typical clickbait, red arrows in the thumbnail. But
Oh,
hey, if that's your thing, it's your thing.
Okay, so Twitch. So yeah, you may. The prompt was so you would subscribe, and then you would get a prompt if you want to cancel it, and in that prompt it would say you can cancel your subscription within 10 minutes of purchase and receive a refund.
10 minutes, okay.
The streamer will not receive any revenue from the subscription, and the reasons. And then it will say, please select a reason for your cancellation. Financial reasons. I accidentally subscribed. I only wanted to subscribe for 1 month. The channel benefits are not what I expected, and I just wanted a shout out.
Oh
that's-
man. What, they may as well have had one of I wanted to enter a Gleam.io giveaway one more time. Like,
Yeah,
why bother? I don't know, that's weird. That is
It's-
very, very weird.
I know, and I know they probably did that to just see if people wanted to get they wanted to get information from the user base. If anybody was going to be honest anyway, like who's going to do that and go, you know, actually, I'm going to tell Twitch why I cancelled my subscription within 2 minutes.
I think you'd be surprised.
True.
Yeah.
Man, that Twitch is just a really weird place at the moment. Unfortunately. Oh Christ, that was certainly exciting. And then they did the whole thing with like banning random people for no reason, which was God knows what.
Every platform has that phase.
That's true.
Though.
You were going to say
Everything
something?
from streaming to games.
Sorry, I'm trying to verify something. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, important news.
Nice. Maybe. Give me a few minutes to verify this. It's completely unrelated to anything we've spoken about. So give me.
That means it's bad. Apparently,
Well,
before you say this, actually, while you're verifying this, I just wanted to say that I saw a recent thing saying that apparently a YouTuber apparently maybe in talks with music publishing houses or whatever you call them, I can't remember, to help with the DMCA issues that are currently striking YouTube and Twitch. They're not going to help Twitch, but striking both of them. You were going to say?
holy.
Oh shit, this is big news.
Pause.
Yeah, hang on. It's one of those things that I should have verified all at once rather than verifying little bits of it.
You're hyping us all up here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I should also verify that if I'm allowed to mention this. Sorry, it caught me so it blindsided me so hard.
I'm really curious what the fuck's going on. He's gonna be trolling us.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is if I'm being trolled.
Who's told you? You allowed to say?
Okay, I am allowed to say. So you know that we used to enter those like raffles.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was whatever the company was? There are millions of them. They were like all starting up, raffled up or something. Yeah.
Yeah, raffled
Not
up.
that matters. They're all the same.
Oh, someone won one.
Yeah.
Who?
Hang on. I'm.
Is it you?
No, not me. I'm afraid.
Did someone win a Tesla?
Who's never on the podcast, Astrid.
Oh, fuck's sake!
I'm verifying the win because like I found that he's won, and I don't know. I genuinely think he's telling the truth. I know that he's won. I've not gone back far enough to verify the prize itself, but I'm, like I say, I believe him. A 3080 PC with an Intel 9 10850K.
Fuck's sake! What a legend!
We were fucking talking about not being jealous earlier this stream, and fuck, there it is for me. I've been smashed in the face with a truck of jealousy. Holy well done.
It. The
also,
question
I want
is,
his old shit.
How much did you put into these raffles?
He did put. Ooh.
Because he
I'm
could
gonna have to.
Like, how many is it? For one, how many did you put into that? And secondly, how many has he done before? You know.
That's true. I don't know how much he spent before. I know how much roughly he put into this one. Okay, cool. He's allowed me to say. I'm pretty sure he put around in total, because he entered multiple draws,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was 250 something.
What?
So I mean, he's still got he
On
put a
a
ridiculous
raffle?
amount in on multiple raffles. I believe it was a PC. I'm trying to remember what else he entered.
Hey,
I
can you
think
make
maybe
money off it?
there
Yes,
was a
no,
graphics.
he's
card,
made
was it?
money from it, but
I
still,
think
I
it
don't
was a
have that
monster.
sort of
Oh yeah.
money to spend on
I
it. Fuck that.
No, I have no clue.
Chance.
Wow.
Goddamn. Fair play to him.
That
Yeah.
that's goddamn. That's
But no, I'm getting
like
his
that.
free
I've
stuff.
got dibs. No.
I live
I've got
closer.
dibs on his stuff. Debatable? No, you absolutely don't.
Oh,
in
no, I
fact.
don't. Fuck.
Okay, you know what? Since
Also,
none of you
I
can
helped him when he
decide,
broke it.
send it my way.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's a good
Asty
idea,
Bird.
actually.
Yo, who are you giving your old
I'll
stuff
have your
to?
graphics
What?
card.
Oh, was he in chat?
No.
Sorry,
No, he's not. Who are you giving your old stuff to, Asty Bird?
it was the monitor as well. Come on, Aston. Sorry. Okay, this podcast has been completely derailed.
No, no.
Congrats, man. Genuinely.
Yeah,
That's
congrats, honestly. Even though you put
absolutely
more money than I
incredible.
ever have in my monthly fucking...
Mother.
More than I get
I'm gonna
paid.
have a big rant at you later.
Big man.
Can I have your graphics
No, congrats,
card?
man. Honestly, that's insane. Genuinely.
40, that is genuine. Wow. So, what sort of games are you planning to play on your new PC? Perhaps something in early access? Because there's been a lot of controversy lately about whether you should buy games as they're in early
Oh
access.
yeah, the last
What
10
are
minutes,
your
lads.
guys'
Let's
thoughts about
do all the
this?
topics.
We've done.
Prime example, Valheim. Absolutely blowing
I mean,
steam away.
Prime example of a game that everyone's played that was in like early access technically for a while, Minecraft. It's absolutely early access is absolutely not just a label to go. No, don't play that. Look also by the other side of things, of the other side of the argument, a game that was meant to be complete, Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there was no early access for that.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
No,
okay,
but they
yeah.
kept
Because the game was released under a non-early access label, not labor. So it's clearly it's a label that should be taken into account, absolutely. But it's not the be all and end all.
It's very, very hard because a great example of this is DayZ. That's been in early access, and I don't know if it still is, but that's been in early access for God knows how long. And I would still, even though it's out officially, I would still say that's an early access game because it's got shit all in it. Literally, what makes that game fun is modding.
Yeah.
So
True.
Yeah, true.
it's really unfortunate.
I think it's
that
a
game.
very delicate system. It can, a single game can tip the scales. On one side you've got AAA titles that are heavily underdone. They lack content. There's nothing to them, but yet you can have early access games that are chock-a-block full of content that still being developed. And still being worked on. So it's a fine line in my.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know if this is already becoming a thing. I presume it is, of companies just half-assing a game and then just saying it's early access.
Yeah, it's.
Actually,
I definitely.
There's definitely an issue when it comes to when you got games that are just nicking units. Units.
Nicking assets.
Assets, yeah, like flipping assets. That's where we get the issues. But Enlisted, Enlisted is one of those ones where
full circle.
Yeah, Enlisted is one of those ones where we come back full circle.
No, that's 3 circles. I'm pretty sure this stream now belongs to Disney.
Soon enough, it'll be the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've got to go through Audi first. Hang on.
Oh fuck. Damn it. Yeah. No. It's. I don't know. It's one of those complicated ones where it's not as bad as it used to be with Greenlight, but it's still in a really bad state. Early access. I think Greenlight was worse. Oh, actually, maybe not. I think it's in a worse state now because Greenlight gave everybody a choice, but they didn't put all of them on the Steam store. Gave people options. but it didn't just
Yeah,
chuck junk into people's faces for people that then just spend money on. Then again, if you understand anything about games and you know what you're doing, you're not going to buy a shitty game, and you can easily just get that refunded anyway. So
you can now. Yeah.
yeah, which I use. I know I shouldn't say. It's fucking public anyway. I use it as a demo. If a game doesn't have a demo, just play it for an hour and then refund it if you don't like it. Like genuinely, not that hard. So yeah, early access is very. I think it's good for small developers that have good meanings, but then knowing if that developer has a good meaning is hard to say. Good intentions. Sorry. So it's very hard to say. I like betas. Betas are good for big games because it gives the developers good information on that game, and hopefully they can then fix upon it. But early access, I think, is just a broken ass system. I don't know. Honestly.
It's a touchy subject. I think there's a very fine line.
Yeah, and talk. Okay.
It's so easy to take advantage of.
Yeah, no, I would 100% agree. And talking about big companies, why in the right mind is Sony remaking The Last of Us for the third fucking time? I know it's a good game, in my opinion, but but they're now remaking it for the PS5. Why?
Oh, it's a full remake.
Apparently they're remastering it for the PS5, which they already did for the PS4 because people forget that it came out on the PS3. Then again, what's it? GTA's been on 3 generations now? Oh, it's going to be on 3 generations soon.
Skyrim's been on quite a few as well.
That's true. But I don't think that's been milked as much as GTA 5.
Oh, actually,
ooh, that's a tricky one.
I wouldn't say Skyrim's been milked as much as GTA 5.
They have really pushed it, man. I
I'd
don't
say
know.
they're on par. They're certainly on par with each other.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe. GTA 5, I would say, is definitely like I want a new GTA, but I know it won't be as good as GTA 6. 5, sorry.
You do you?
I doubt it. I very much doubt it'll be as good.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna fall. It's gonna be, in my opinion, similar to how Cyberpunk sort
Hopefully
of came
not.
around. It will be massively hyped. People keep pushing for it to get pushed. It will come out. It will be pretty shit, and then several years down the line, it will be a somewhat playable game.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
Maybe I'd.
Hey, look on the bright side. There's a new Skyrim coming out in the next 10 years. Roughly, whenever that is.
They've been saying that for the last 10 years.
Oh my god, it's just been.
I'd agree with Agent Oink.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good point.
I'd say Skyrim has been milked more platform-wise, whereas GTA 5 specifically online has been milked microtransaction-wise. Is to paraphrase what he said for any audio listeners.
Nice.
What they said for any audio listeners.
Yeah, and for that, good.
Very good.
Really did get through the topics quick. God damn.
Yeah, was it that saying that these podcasts are on Spotify and Amazon Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. Creative name, guys.
When are you going to Bing?
Bing Podcast. I doubt that's a thing, but I will go to Bing Podcast when I can.
All right, cool. Got to reach as many people as possible.
That's true. Oh, Bing Podcast. Actually, this is something I just want to ask a quick question for you guys before we finish up.
Oh.
With the whole, so this has been affecting me recently. How do you feel about if you're watching a TV show? How do you feel about people posting reactions and videos about it the day of the release of that TV show, of that episode?
That doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
Because just because they've released it that day, I do like watching, especially sort of film reactions and breakdowns and all that sort of stuff. Because I sharpest tool in the shed, and I do miss the occasional thing. I think, oh yeah. So I do like watching them. Just because they release it, the day that episode comes out, does not mean I have to watch it then.
But I feel like they put spoilers in the title or thumbnail, or can do. It's definitely happened a few times with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it just annoys me. Because give it a day. I know you want to. Yeah.
But then I guess it's so hard to protect against, to stop people.
Well, I know
doing.
people want to get onto that. I've done it. I did it Saturday, for fuck's sake. I know people want to get on that bandwagon of making a video as soon as they can. But I feel like there should be a grace period where you're not allowed to
I think you should be allowed to. I definitely don't think putting stuff in the title and thumbnails.
It's when people tweet spoilers is the worst.
Yeah.
Honestly, people who tweet spoilers, you can piss off.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when we get to the point that they are able to add both automatic moderation in the film of just blacklisting terms, or like immediately. So like the day you log on, it's like, hey, this is a big thing that's been released. Would you like to ignore everything for it? And then it's just a mix of blacklisting and some manual moderation.
That's true, yeah.
That'll be an interesting. I wonder if that.
You see, I'm quite skeptical when it comes to that sort of stuff. So I remember gonna see Endgame, and of course it came out in different parts of the world at different times.
Oh yeah.
So I think it came out on a Saturday morning, if I remember correctly, in this country. And I saw it, that same Saturday evening with a group of friends. And there were already full reaction videos, like the day before. And so I remember going in and knowing, that Iron Man died.
Yeah. I try to avoid that as much as I
It's
can.
Get over it. And it wasn't even me watching one of these videos. I was scrolling through Instagram, and a very certain evil somebody, had just put R.I.P. It's like, oh, you dick. It's not even out of the country. But and that has happened so many times in films. It still came as a shock the first time. I've seen that film far too many times, but
one of my favorite. I do apologize. One of my favorite things that I've seen people do. Now I haven't seen it recently, obviously, because cinemas aren't open. But one of my favorite things I've seen people do is saying stuff that happens in a film that just doesn't happen, and seeing how people react. Like if you said to someone going into Endgame,
okay,
well, by the way, if you didn't know, the Falcon dies, and just seeing how they react, and then their reaction when they get out of the theater, it's quite amusing.
Becomes an Avenger.
Yeah.
No, that's a film I'd watch.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Batman's in the new Avengers film.
But that's not believe.
I know, but you could say Batman dies and people might believe you. Then again, the new Snyder cut, you could believe that. And that's actually
I think you get it.
Sorry, Karen.
No, I was saying I reckon that could be believed, but if you didn't say something like he appears and like fights, but like he's in the background and something happens to him, I reckon you could get away with it.
Yeah, certainly. No, it's talking about films and like that is. This is the first time Snyder's Cut is the first time we've had a film where it's been reshot and spent literal millions on because a certain director wanted it his way. And arguably it's better.
I've heard it's significantly better.
Yeah, the Whedon cut was a bit hit and miss at times. I would say there's bits in the Whedon cut which is better than the Snyder cut.
Justice League,
yeah. Justice League. But no, I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, Justice League.
Oh, so I've seen the original. I haven't seen.
Yeah, the new one I've heard's better. It depends on personality, personal preference. Sorry, if you prefer it in 4:3 or 21:9. but I've heard it's better, like pacing wise, the effects and all that. There's definitely some weird bits in it, but overall,
I mean, this is
it's
something
just
that
one of
I've
those. It's
ranted
great for
about.
it's great for media classes. I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's something that I've ranted about for hours. The entirety of what the DC have been doing is just copying Marvel. I mean, look at Batman v Superman. It's a cut for cut of Civil.
So
If you really look at it in detail.
I'm gonna be the devil advocate here.
Yeah.
If you look at the cartoons, sorry, not cartoons. If you look at the comic books, it's the other way round.
Oh yeah.
But
If you
yes,
look at any of it, it's generic superhero crap. Like,
Wow. All right.
that's like saying fucking left Twix copied right Twix. Like,
but no,
No,
but
it's
again, they're made for enjoyment. I
yeah, absolutely.
I love to watch them and get involved in the stories because they're fun and enjoyable. As I mentioned, I love the new series they're making because they're just interesting. But I wouldn't say they're masterpieces when it comes to filmmaking. Some
Oh
of them
no.
do some good stuff, but yeah. Oh no, Farmer's here.
Doo-doo.
But yeah, no, it's certainly scary.
You tried to catch me off
Oh,
guard with
what
that.
an absolute
epic.
pog move! Thank you very much, Farmer, for the
Definitely gonna have
Raider
to
9
do
people.
those other subjects you sent.
Yeah, certainly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope your stream went very well. It looked like you had a lot of fun on Unlisted. Not gonna lie. But no, thank you.
And don't forget to check out the main channel at twitch.tv/tacticaltv.
Or check out everybody's channels. Yes, if you just put exclamation mark, actually no, I'll do it for you. But if you check down below, you can see our personal channels or our personal stuff. So, but no, thank you very much. We were talking about Enlisted and how it's fun.
Yeah.
It could.
It could be interesting to hear Farmer's opinion of the AI and how absolute trash it is. Not to influence the witness.
Hey, it's amazing. I've never had issues with them. You guys are just shit.
What do you mean you've never had issues with them?
I've never had issues with them.
I mean, it's not that I haven't had
Maybe
issues.
just
I just think that there's a lot of people that hate you. I don't know. It's just.
You preferred squads there to solo.
Yeah, that's just because I'm a fucking idiot and die a lot.
It's so janky.
I would agree. It's definitely better than it was in the alpha, but it is still a janky ass game. The animations are a bit effy. The graphics are definitely better than they used to be. The vehicles are fucking broken as shit and just don't drive. And don't shoot consistently. I'm pretty sure they shoot paintballs, not fucking tank shells. But again, it's a fun game. I think if you're coming at it from a free aspect, I can understand. But I paid for it, and I regrettably paid for it. If I just waited 2 months,
exactly, Farmer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's never been done before, as far as I'm aware. Like in a sense that they've done it, which is cool. But they just need to fix the AI. You can't hide in a hedge, so So yeah, I'm Tactical TV. I met T playing War Thunder. No, I didn't. I met T because of this person to my left, Delicious, said I should raid T, and then we became best friends. I sleep with him every other night.
I said that because I FK'd on T's stream for War Thunder Drop.
Yeah.
The Circle of Life.
So, not to my left. My right. Yes, you're very right. Yeah, so yeah, Delicious at the top left, T top right, and I'm Tactical TV. Mine and Delicious Twitters are down in the description on the panels, and as mentioned, these links are there in the chat for you wonderful folk. But thank you very much, Farmer. You're absolute legend. I was watching a little bit of your stream during this podcast, and I saw you were playing with a jet I can't think of the name of. I wanted to know it definitely wasn't a Phantom. But that looked
Oh
like fun.
god.
Yak 38 is my best guess.
The thing is, I want a jet, but I don't have £500,000 to spend on the game. MiG 21 bis. Oh, we all love the
Yep, the
bis.
Phantom was very far off.
Fuck off. It looked close enough.
Remember when you identified, what was it, a Yag Tiger as a panther?
Oh,
If I remember correctly.
Wait, did I?
yeah, I was there.
Did I?
Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
When?
Ah,
You got the
It
F40
was-
as well, nice.
an image of rounds stuck in the mantlet.
Oh,
the gun.
yeah.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
That was a disappointing moment.
No, it wasn't.
I'm
lost
making you do
right-
a quiz one day.
What was
Yeah,
that?
you know, we'll do a historical tank quiz
Mm.
We could do. We certainly could do.
after the podcast.
Oh, good lord, that's really epic, Farmer.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
I'll
See,
tell
you
you
have a
what, give me-
wonderful community there. All go and check out T and buy him a jet. Actually, no, buy him a graphics card.
Plays. I'll have to talk to that guy who won a new PC.
Yeah.
That's true. No, we were just
Wait.
we were talking about how you two met, and it was a lovely love story.
Yeah.
Genuinely beautiful story between you two. We were just
Yeah.
talking about streaming and the differences of how to grow and what it's like being a streamer and the different points of view of how people stream. So
Mm.
between how you and T met.
It was pretty much just through Sparta.
Isn't that? I
True
recognise.
love.
Yeah, I recognise Spartan. Lovely guy. Oh, decent. To be fairly honest, we were just about to finish up because we normally finish up around the 2-hour mark.
But that's why we're going to do the extra topics that you sent to us and you tried to skip. Stop doing this.
Oh no, the reason I skipped the first one was because it was kind of a boring topic. Did you really want to talk
You
about?
sent them.
Did you really want to talk
we're
about
gonna
Hot Wheels?
Keep going. Goddamn right, we're going to talk about Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels coming out with the new racing game trailer, Hot Wheels Unleashed. I wasn't aware they released a gameplay trailer until earlier today. I believe it was released a few days ago. And as someone who grew up on Hot Wheels racing games, I'm glad to see that the brand is still going and they're still active, especially in the virtual game.
Is it an
video game,
official
rather.
Hot Wheels game?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no way anyone's ever going to be able to get that licensing.
Oh, hell
That's
no.
very true. Also, Farmer, that is not a topic I would rather talk about.
Back to Hot Wheels.
Yes.
So, the unfortunate thing, in my opinion, is it looks a bit too generic racy.
Oh, yeah.
Which Hot
like a
Wheels game
generic race
isn't a
game.
generic Hot Wheels race game?
Because it's not. The tracks are massive and wide in this one. It seems to be fairly standard and boring environment. It looks like you have some control over your car in the air using boost and things, which is
Yeah, you could do
although
that.
not unique, it's fun.
Boost.
Pick up the
But
car.
like, look back at the PlayStation 2 Hot Wheel games. World Race, I believe, was one of them. And it was you race. There was another one, but it was you racing through volcanoes, through space. All the cars handled differently. I can't remember if there were pickups in it, but there was. It set itself apart from the racing games like Gran Turismo at the time. But I don't know. To me, this looks like it's falling back into generic racer, but on a Hot Wheels track.
I can't believe you're missing out the Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels DLC.
I'm
There was-
not missing it out. I'm ignoring it.
That was the best thing in the world. Change.
It's pretty cool.
How often do we stream the podcast every Sunday? Yes, I stream 4 times a
Mhm.
week, and T streams.
6.
6 times a
but,
week.
You know, that changes a lot.
You
'cause-
stream 6
I
times a
stream no
week?
times a week.
Yeah, every day, 6 p.m. GMT on Sundays. Although, like, I'm always ill, feeling pretty shit at least one of those days. So we'll save.
What a glowing self-recommendation there.
That is a beautiful recommendation.
I mean, it is
Uh,
what it is. Can't change for no one.
True that. True that.
no, I never played any of those games. I played one on PC Hot Wheels game when I was younger, and that was about it.
Played a few. I played an isometric one, and I spent a few days hunting it down a couple of months ago, and it turns out there are just so many Hot Wheels games, so it was a pain to find.
Sorry,
There's one that I couldn't actually find, but
I haven't noticed this, but wow, okay.
what haven't you know?
There's apparently going to be a new DLC for Arma 3, which
Oh,
is
God.
set
unexpected.
in. It's focused in the Vietnam War.
Definitely unexpected.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. Great for Mill
Um,
Simmers. Definitely great for Mill Simmers. But
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, that's a good bit of gaming news right there. Yeah, that's definitely not what I would have expected. I wouldn't have expected any more DLCs from Arma, to be honest.
No, I'm pretty sure they're working on Arma 4. So
Hmm.
yeah, interesting.
Did not expect that.
Definitely. Discord deletes thousands of violent extremist servers last year. Great.
Yeah, that annoyed me.
What?
And so the other article that you sent over about the Fallout 76 data mine, an interesting one, as none of us here are advocates of the game, nor do we
You
play
don't
it
know
that
that.
much.
Shit.
I know that for a fact. Can't believe I downloaded to play it with you and Agent Oink, and then we played it once.
We played it on one stream for like 4 hours, and it was the worst experience of
It
our
was 4
lives.
hours?
It was a full stream. So it must have been around 4 hours.
Wow. I didn't know it was a full stream.
It was shit. Literally, we did no story missions. We got stuck on a fucking
did
bridge for
story
15
missions.
minutes.
We did the first couple of story missions because you have to go to the pub/bar.
Did you? I don't even remember.
With the robot cow.
Pub.
Nah.
I remember. I think there were a few issues, but yeah, it's not a game that any of us are particularly
Not a
interested. So
game.
it's an interesting talk that we could have about it.
Also. Okay, sorry.
Where it's been potentially found in a data mine of the game that there's an upcoming location which would be Washington, D.C.
Yes.
we're
Washington,
not
D.C., for
sure.
those who don't know, is in America.
Who would know?
Yes. Yeah, certainly an interesting thing. So that suggests to me a whole new area. And as far as I'm aware, whilst Fallout 76 has built and expanded upon its map, it's never added new large areas, if I remember correctly.
I don't believe so. No.
Not that I'm aware of.
So this could be a first. It'll be interesting. I'm honestly, I don't know how long this game will keep going. Presumably for a while, but yeah, I'd be interested to see the player figures nowadays. I can't imagine they're
Yeah.
anything as strong as they used to be.
In quick news, if anybody has a CSGO account, be careful because apparently there's been an exploit that allows hackers to see your Steam passwords.
Interesting.
Wait,
That sounds
CS:GO.
quite serious.
Yeah.
What are we?
CSGO.
So what's CS:GO?
What are we
that,
talking?
What are we talking about? We're talking about CSGO. Okay, so wait there. An exploit
out.
discovered by a group of white hat hackers has had players looking into Valve for answers. The group known for the exploit lets hackers steal a user's information by utilizing a flaw found in all Source Engine games.
All Source Engine games, which I absolutely would agree CSGO's the big one, but just be aware that covers a lot of games.
Is that Source 1 or is it Source 2?
Well, I don't think Source 2's been fully or properly implemented.
Oh, I thought
not
Alex
right.
was made with Source 2.
Um,
I could be wrong.
I
I'm
thought
just,
it was with a modernized version. I'll quickly look in. Oh no, Source 2. Okay, apologies.
I know my stuff, and I've never played the game.
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
Dota
Well, at least
2, that's the one.
White Hat
Apparently,
Hackers
yeah, Dota.
What's that?
to start. That it was White Hat Hackers.
Aren't white hat hackers basically just ethical hackers or a different type of ethical
Yeah,
hackers?
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
a good thing that it was picked up by them
Yeah.
rather
Hmm.
than, let's say a dodgy man who, woman.
It was probably picked up by a dodgy man. But then again, like, if you look at the whole GTA thing, that was,
I
That
mean, there's
was-
thousands of stories about it, really.
apparently, FBI probes match fixing in Counter-Strike esports as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I suppose when there's so much money involved in that sort of thing, they are going to get involved.
Well, there's that whole thing that happened years ago with match fixing and a bunch of players got banned, so... Yeah, no, that's genuinely... You have CSGO? Who doesn't? You know, who doesn't have a Source game on their current PC right now? It's ridiculous.
Probably me.
But no, thank you very much, Farmer, for the follow. Absolute legend.
Epic.
Epic. I need to play more War Thunder, but my schedule is set.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try to
Yo.
set to I'm trying to sit to a set schedule. So War Thunder is best, bit grindy, but is best. I will.
Debatable.
Oh, is best.
It's
Almost
the best.
fun.
It's the best. If you all
Is
say it's not the best,
the
then you're
best
all a
way to
liar.
describe
It's the best.
I don't know. I'm not allowed to comment.
You've been paid by them.
I wish.
I didn't play the event once. I don't know if that's still going on. That was.
Is that event? Yeah, is that event still going on?
I believe it ends tomorrow.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake! Well, I'm
okay.
not getting my jet.
Were you ever?
You say
gonna
that
get
now
it?
after only playing like not even half a stream's worth, if I remember correctly.
No, I played a full stream's worth. I think I can't remember.
Oh, okay, I thought it was possibly a shorter stream, which is fair enough. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'll trust me. I will gladly say it's not.
That's
Oh
fair.
boy.
Right. I think we've definitely gone into these topics well enough. So as always, we end these by saying, is there anything you two would like to talk, like to promote, or like to say?
Twitch.tv/tacticaltv.
Okay. What about you? Not my tea.
No, I'm here. Hi.
You know what? Since you two didn't,
I'm just vibing.
I'll promote you two. Go and watch Delicious's old content on youtube.com/delicious. Lucky fuck for having a custom URL. And Not My Tea on twitch.tv/notmytea. Go and check those two wonderful people out. And thank you both for being here. It has been a wonderful podcast, honestly. So, yeah, thank you, honestly.
I skipped my dinner for this. I'm hungry.
Oh, go and get your dinner. But no, thank you
I'll
very
get
much,
mine halfway
Farmer.
through.
Hey man, keep the great work up. I'll definitely be watching your streams as always, and I really appreciate the raid and the follow, genuinely. So thank you very much. So yeah, we'll see you guys next Sunday on the podcast. And to those, go and watch T or me. We'll see you Monday. You streaming Monday?
Wait and find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
see you Monday and T maybe. Right. See you guys in a bit.
90%.
Hurrah.
Monday? Oh,
Farewell.
fantastic.
And just going to do a little outro for the video. I just wanted to say now, but so nobody can get annoyed at me, the first 5 to 10 minutes didn't have any of your two's audio in
Yeah.
it. So,
Oh, wow.
Well, that's the thing. I saw Adrian talking about that in chat. I thought after I'd warned you beforehand, before the stream, I thought that you would have
so
like double checked.
Yeah, no, I did.
I trusted you. What do you mean?
I had the wrong audio channel set. It was still moving
So
up
you
and
didn't
down.
check.
It was moving up and down, but I didn't realize it was moving up and down the same as my voice.
Oh yeah, I checked that car for an MOT. It's not my fault the wheel came off and had a crash because I didn't check the
Okay, we're going
struts.
to end it there. Thank you all on YouTube, Spotify, and all that. I'm sorry, I'm going to get
Hit that
beaten now.
big fat dislike button
Oh, damn.
underneath for the lack
If
of
you agree
audio.
with Delicious, hit that big fat dislike button.
Gee,
Gee.
That's harsh.
every time.